age?
In 1969, I would have a nervous breakdown. I would go on medication to get me through it. And I would go to counseling with my husband. The, the counseling would last only a few months until they called me in and said, you have to get out of the marriage. It will not work. No matter what we do, it will not work for you. And end it now, or there's nothing more we can do for you. But if you leave him, we will help you all we can, blah, blah. I said, what else could you possibly give? I got 5 kids. And they said, go and think about it because this is the way it has to be. You have to leave. So I thought about it. I came back and I said, I'm not leaving. I have 5 children that I cannot support. I will not take them into the slums to live. They'd all turn out criminals or something. I will stay in this marriage until my youngest child is 18. And they said that's, I forget, 6 years from now, 5 years, 8 years from now. That cannot be expected. You cannot do it. I said, yes, I can. And I did it. And I stayed in that marriage until the 1980s. I left in October, and my youngest child would be 18 in January. And I was free.
Okay, but on this, so the issue or the question I have is, what is the motivation? Are you bitter out of this process?
Not for that, no.
So you're not bitter out of that. Why, and I know it's going to be, I'm going on a potentially simple answer, but why are you doing this? Is it so it's love for your children? But in that, is there any other emotions besides love for your children that's involved in this decision?
No.
It's just love for your children.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is it a burden?
I guess it was a burden.
It's a burden. Is it a sacrifice?
It was a huge sacrifice.
So it is a burden and a sacrifice, but you're doing it for the love of the children. Is there any other morals or any other dimensions of values that are facilitating you doing this, other than the love for the children?
No.
So there's no other nudges of duty or responsibility. I mean, that's layered into that.
Yeah.
But there's no overriding. There's not a religious aspect to this. No. It's not a religious. There's not a societal aspect to this.
A what?
A societal norms or anything?
No.
Okay, so just love of the children. Okay. Now, would you say in our culture today that this has changed, or you think that the notion of values you're stating are still existing? Or you think it's decreasing or increasing?
It has changed drastically. It is easier for women to do it all now. But that's just the history of how the world operates.
So I guess what you're saying is there's a more empowerment for females to obviously do this, and there's better divorce laws to do this. Mm-hmm. But I guess what I'm getting at, do you believe in our culture that we've lost some of these notions of sacrifice or notions of burden? Or do you think it still exists in the same form?
I think that it's hard to say because they can do it now, means they will do it now. But it's not them, the people that changed, it's the circumstances of the world that changed.
Okay, so I guess you still believe that the core values of our society are not that altered on this situation. Like people are not getting less ability to hold the weight. You think the females of today or the families of today, the parents can still hold the weight, is I guess what I'm asking.
I think so.
Okay, so that's good news.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was your interview. Thank you. Anything you'd like to add on that topic?
No.
Thank you.